In the year of our Lord, 1881, a new plague was unleashed upon the earth. Where it came from, nobody knew, only that it brought a maelstrom of destruction with it. This was not a plague from the majesty of nature, but from the squalor of man. It took the life, but the body continued nonetheless, a soulless nightmare, a scarlet horror. One house sits untouched. The windows are sealed and the doors are locked, its interior barred to the ravages of the plague and its victims. Its lone inhabitant is a Dr. Nisus, a self-obsessed man that ignored the plague outside, allowing no distraction to encroach on his work. But a red-masked figure had penetrated the doctor's sanctuary. Shrouded in darkness and wearing the countenance of death, he walked unhindered by this desolate house. And death travelled those lonely chambers and hallways, turning head neither left nor right. Past the vast temple library with its many books long concealed from man, some for millennia, some with good reason. Death moved with a straight conviction. He cared not as he passed through the chamber where nature herself had been harnessed and desecrated. The doctor's guest had reached his destination, but the way has been barred. It is of no consequence, for no door is truly locked to death, and it opens in silence, but not unnoticed. Who dares? All is silent save the voice of the clock. Who are you, sir? How did you gain entry? This is a private residence, and I demand an explanation. And Death spoke in a voice of broken glass. Very well. I am the taker of what has been given, the guide that takes you to the next path. I was there at the beginning, and I will be there at the end. Tonight I came to see your clock, and the man who had brought doom upon this land. What are you blathering about? You could have contaminated any number of experiments, and that clock is of no significance. Your experiments are well known to me, Doctor, and their consequences. You created them to advance mankind, to improve on what you saw as a flawed machine. But improvement is in the eye of the beholder, and these micromechs of yours have eyes very different to that of man. Your plague, your monster, it decimated the land and brought death to its populace. Who dares to insult me in my own house with these accusations? I demand to see your face, sir. I demand to see the face of my accuser. My face? You wish to see the face of death? I have had many different faces over time, but yes, you may see my face on this day, for this is a day when so many deaths have been caused by just the one face. No, no. I know what the clock counts down to, Doctor. I know. And Dr. Nisus ran from that face of death, away from the clock in the house, out its once barred doors and into the waiting arms of his children, the waiting arms of his monster.